Exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. A tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Play action. Now Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. On play action, Wentz. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
They do go for it. It's Wentz trying to lay one up deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 34 yards. And that leads to a Philadelphia first.
And they pick up the first down on a fourth down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on third down or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
Now it's Ajayi. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back near the 42. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Wentz, incomplete. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
On third and long, it's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tambahali leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Here's Ajayi. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
And there's a run to be happy with. good, solid yardage, they'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. Wentz going to go on fourth down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Well, let's go league-wide before this next drive starts. Last week we discussed some of the trades that happened. Jay Ajayi did look pretty good in a Philly uniform. Long touchdown run.
Boy, they really made a great deal to get him, and now they compare him with LeGarrette Blount, and you kind of got a thunder-lightning type thing. And Ajayi showed some lightning against Denver. But how about this? Kelvin Benjamin went, but on a Thursday night game, not enough time to get him ready to play for his new team in Buffalo.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Timmy Jernigan busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Here's Smith now on second down. Complete. This is Albert Wilson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Smith with a give to Hunt. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. On first down, Smith. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Smith going to give this one to Hunt. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Throwing is Smith. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Charles, that's an important 3rd down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. In motion, Hill. They snap it to Smith. Buying time to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. A toss play to Hunt. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And just like that, it's third down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. On the run, this is Hunt. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away with it.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Yeah, he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Here's the offense for Philadelphia. We were discussing it a little bit earlier when Carson Wentz came out for the first time, but over 400 yards of offense last week against Denver.
Yeah, and they were pretty balanced in doing it because Jay Ajayi, who they just acquired from the Miami Dolphins, they got him right into the lineup, didn't they? 77 yards and a touchdown. Only 8 carries to get that done. So their ability to run the ball, Wentz's ability to throw the ball, and he'd have to game plan for them on defense.
And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain of 32 that time. They'll try to run with Ajayi. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jay Ajayi, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. This is Hunt. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
That one good for 7 that time. Good enough for a Kansas City 1st down. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He got 29 yards that time. On 1st down, it's Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, and Owen coughed it up. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll run. This is Hunt. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Justin Houston coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he's going to go down for a 4th time today, and this time the result is a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
After the interception, here's Smith. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's Hunt. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. They run again with Hunt. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 41-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing on first is Wentz. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Justin Houston. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Wentz going to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So on 4th down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. And my goodness, another interception. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And a turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Wentz now on first down. And out of bounds right around the 20. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch. And
a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And he's got room. And excellent field position here as this drive will start on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Well, with that pass going awry, Charles, I hate to discuss this, but we need to. Deshaun Watson goes down with an injury, ACL tear done for the season, and boy, that's tough.
It is extremely tough, especially when we do everything possible to protect players in practice, to make sure you have good practices, no injuries, and it just happened on a routine, normal play. And when he gets back, he will make the same exact movements again. Just a freak injury. And now the Texans, that's going to be tough. The #1 scoring offense with him, they really struggled against Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah, they did. Just 14 points. Really nice response from Watson, though, saying he's going to come back stronger than ever.
And how about the response from the league? How about the respect he garnered in his short time as the quarterback?
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They'll run again with Hunt. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
They'll toss it to Hunt, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll try the air now with Smith. Catch made right side by Wilson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Now it's Smith being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And now here is another interception. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. It's over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. This is Ajayi. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Third down, it's Wendell Smallwood. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
This is fielded at the 27. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
To throw on second down is Smith. Dancing to his left. And some space here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first. They go play action here on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Now it's Hunt. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Smith keeps it on the sneak. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Alex Smith taking it in. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. These two teams all tied up 16 apiece as we start the fourth quarter. The Eagles on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Wentz. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Chris Jones in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now Hunt. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground, now on 3rd. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him. That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Wentz now on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times